What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a while since I've done a video. My life has been hectic off the shizzle for the pizzle for the past few weeks. I just got back from New Zealand, so I figure it's time to do a decent video on some new stuff I've got, stuff I'm digging, and I'm going to go with what I think is going to be hot or specky that I have in my personal collection because I enjoy it, not because it's a specky book. Just finish that now. We'll start off with, I'm going to say tough to call. This is tied first for my favourite series of the year. Uber. I got issues 2 and 3. Not just a cool cover, amazing story, amazing artwork, just everything about it. I've got the hardcover trade 0 to 6 plus all the interviews and bits and pieces. And if you haven't got it, it's still cheap. Go pick it up, because let's be honest, if they're making everything into a TV series, if they don't make Uber into a TV series, they are whacked in the head because it's fucking amazing. I picked this up the other day because I've decided this year I'm going to start being a bit more broad with my collection. I'm going to start collecting number ones, regardless of what they are. So I've got Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. Probably, for all intents and purposes, one of the worst books ever written, but I got this near mint copy for $6 at a local shop. So, bagged and boarded, buy local. More so related to my Daredevil collection. I got a Daredevil number 1, Marvel Knights. Quite a cool cover. And something I've taken to doing lately, I'll show you here. I've got a Daredevil 7. And a Daredevil 11. One bag, one board, just for space, and because I don't have the money at the moment for bags and boards all the time. That way they're still nicely protected. We've got a 12 and 13. I think I've got a few of these doubles coming around. This is Daredevil 111, key issue because it is the first appearance of Lady Lady Bullseye. My bad. Cool book, nice variant cover. This is probably one of my favourite Daredevil variant covers. It is Daredevil 114 with the owl. Big brutish looking individual there. We've got some first series Daredevil. We've got 296 and a second 296. I think I've got a third one of those on the way. Just picked them up in lots, so if you want a 296, just let me know. 297. A 298, there's 299, and 300, and that brings my total down to 59 books required for the first series. However, Mr. Jackson is maybe 1 or 2 extra. So, fingers crossed. I'm working on series 2, and this series, which I haven't read yet, but I've only heard good things, is the Wade series. So that's 5, 6 on average for these. I think I've paid $1. 7, 9. I mean, they're pretty cool covers. We got, let's just go 24, 25, 26, 27. I got these off the Facebook page for $1. I mean, why not? Bit of Daredevil madness. 32, 30. This is my grind for the week. These fucking ribbons. Put this number back here. So when I'm flicking through a box, books all stored like this, flick, 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 flick. Oh, I've got no idea. I've got to pull the whole thing out of the box, bring it out, and go, that's issue 30. I'm going to put it back in the box. It's a pain. I don't like it. Please go and change it. And finally, we've got a 21. Cool cover. Daredevil being eaten, being trapped inside a skull. And that pretty much sums up all the new bits and pieces that I've got in my collection. I've got a decent lot of, I think I've got 10 Captain America Volume 5s. Goody. I love Captain America Volume 5. I should have them nearly 1 to 20. And I've picked them up for about $3 to $4 a piece, on average, with the exception of number 6, which is the variant. And it set me back, I think it was $35 delivered, and I'll bring that out now. This is my tip for specky books. I got mine for $35. I'm pretty sure there's still a copy on eBay for $35 of the variant, and for that book, at the moment, is an awesome price. I dare say, when the movie's gone, it'll probably go back down to a $10 book. But potato, for $35 in the current climate, I'm happy to get it. I had the money. I figured why not. Another series I'm enjoying, but it has the infamous red ribbon at the bottom, and I really, really, really dislike it, is the new Nova. Nova 1. I think I've got a few out of the first 10 of these, and I'm really enjoying this. I picked these up only when I can get them for $1 and $2, maybe $3 a piece. But it's definitely worth the read. Now, with all the variants and stuff, I think we're sort of getting into a specky market again. Very much like the 90s, which is concerning. But the next 4 books I'm about to show you epitomise the 90s. Warrior by Ultimate Creations, made by the pro wrestler, The Ultimate Warrior. I got these because I'm a huge Ultimate Warrior fan. And like everything in the 90s, as you'll see, big, Gary looking artwork. It's all over the joint. The story makes no sense. The writing is fucking horrible. It is abysmal. But not many made it to Australia. So I had to get them imported from America. I paid $1 each for these, but with shipping, it's $25 shipping. So I think it was about $30 in total, roughly, in the end. But I had to have them, and I wanted them, and I wanted them now. I picked this up for a meager $20, I believe it was. Shazam 1, digging Shazam, dig the character. I love Shazam in the animated movies. This book it's horrible. It's aimed at kids. But it is a Shazam 1, and as I said, the year of number 1s. So, if nothing else, it is a nice copy. I think I bought this as a VF. Yeah, VF minus, fine plus, I would say. It's a nice book. Colours are crisp. It is magnificent. Sticking with the number 1 theme. And most people on these pages will know I hate Spider-Man. Hate it. With a passion. With the exception of the Ultimate Spider-Man and Spidey 2099. But I picked this next book up for $25 delivered. It is the Superior Spider-Man number 1. And you will say, why did you pay $25 for Superior Spider-Man number 1? You're an idiot. However, on closer inspection, you will see a Dan Slott signature. You say, well, did it come with a certificate of authenticity? And I will say to that, yes, it did. There it is, a Midtown certificate. So for $25, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm happy with that purchase. Next one I'm digging. Ooh, how to put these 2 books. They are not as expensive as they should be, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm happy. I paid a total of $30 out of my pocket for the next 2 books. So, with that being said, what are they? The new Teen Titans number 2. As you can see, safely wrapped in a sexy Mylar sleeve. That's right, the new Teen Titans 2, if you don't know, is the first appearance of Deathstroke, who is on Arrow at the moment. Now, high-grade copies of this are being sold for a fortune, but you can still pick up a high-grade copy for a fair price, $100, $110, ungraded. That's my pick. Get an ungraded copy, because the story's pretty cool. Then we have Captain America 100. I know it's not the Captain America number 1, but it's the first Captain America in his own book of the Silver Age, which makes this a pretty cool book, because most of us are never going to afford a Captain America 1. This is as close as you are going to get, unless you are rich. And I got this copy for about $4 out of pocket. I'm going to say it's probably a fine plus. It is a very nice book. There's one little tiny tear just there, as you can see. There it is. Apart from that, this is a beautiful book. I was going to sell it. I don't think I can. It's just my beautiful little book. It's too pretty. I don't think it will. Quite happy to have it sit there forever. Another amazing book to look at. Hawkman 1. This is a fine plus copy. Stefan Gatto, my best buddy of all time, picked this up for me. I'm still in his debt for it. And I owe him, which is how we roll. Not as expensive as it should be. Good copies of these, nice. There's one on eBay, fine plus, be fine minus, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, $200 delivered to your door. For Hawkman's first book, first #1, this should be worth more money. It's a Silver Age #1, and it is a #1. #1. Right there. So it's not a phony #1 like this. Not a first appearance, I'm aware, but #1 nonetheless. So, year of #1s. Keeping that on track. We've got these. I picked up all the Novas for about $2, $1.15 a piece for most of them. Except for this sucker, Nova 1. One of my favourite books of all time, not because it's a cool cover, not because it's an amazing character, but because the whole run of 1 to 25 was magnificently written. It's probably one of my favourite stories of all time, and it annoys me that Nova himself won't make an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy, but here we are. That's just how it is. Quickly for a specky book, as my child goes crying off to another room. Letter 44. I have the wrong hand. I have the normal print, the first print, letter 44. So that's the Phantom variant. The Phantom variant. This is the first print. And finally the black and white print, because I love this book. And I picked them up for about $50 in total for the 3. So why not? Why not, indeed? It's probably the only variant because I had a sketch variant phase. Phases are not good for me. 2 books. I'm going to finish out, round out with CGC. And I have this because it's a cool cover and it's a nice piece of history. It is Fantastic Four 546. And you say, what is important about Fantastic Four 546? It's not a piece of history. This is a Michael Turner sketch variant. Signed by Michael Turner. It is the Wizard World Philadelphia, Wizard World East Con variant. It is a CGC 9.8. It is a freaking cool cover with a freaking well-placed and freaking cool signature, being that Michael Turner is now dead. Rest in peace. Cool book, added to my collection. And finally, this is 2 of my favourite series of the year. This is the other one that's tied with #1, East of West. I have the trade of this 1 to 5. The trade cost me $20. This cost me $20, but this is one of my favourite books. CGC 9.8. It is magnificent. I would suggest you go and pick that up. Because again, if they don't make that into a TV show, I will be Monkey's uncle. Anyway, for now, points to note, rant on the Marvel bread strip. Die, get rid of it. Give me the numbers back up here in the corner where I don't have to deal with them. Taking the whole thing out, horrible. Anyway, until then, I'm out.